Hi, it's Rebel Reasoner. You can find me on Tumblr and on Twitter as Rebel Reasoner, no space. So, today's talk would be on progression. Not just philosophically, but just progression in general, and that the problem of new ideas taking out old ideas, or revamping old ideas. And this, in a sense, I've seen is a big problem for certain people, that even if someone had a new idea, how do they publicize? Not just like publicize as in books, TV and so forth, but how do they get the idea from here, from A to B to C to D? And then how do you get your idea A to B without being converted or transformed? And that is a real problem, that a lot of ideas and minds which had ideas were not fully seen sometimes in their day. And even there's a famous quote about how ideas are first mocked, then embraced in the end. And it's like, it is the path that it always has to go to get to progression. Do you always have to be mocked and against turmoil? And that is another real question, that people have a lot of questions they want, but how many answers to questions are there? And some people say, oh, there's no answer to certain questions. But maybe the answers are there, but we just can't get to them. And that's the problem of like publicizing your real ideas. And there's just so many things out there. Yeah, the problem of choice makes it sometimes harder to choose. For example, if you have one TV station, it's so much easier to get information if everything went through that TV station. But then it becomes saturated and things get filtered out, and then not every idea will be then portrayed. And this is a big worry for certain people, that people are just stuck in caves and on the internet, just with their blog of maybe 20 or so people, and then hoping that their people expand. And you find a lot of ideas, even religious ideas, didn't start off that way, that it took time for them to build up such rapport. And with that, it wasn't always such a peaceful rapport, that it was, in a sense, swords had to back the idea for the idea to really prosper. That's why we've seen the big expanse of theology of Christianity and Islam. And and that the fact is the struggle between the old and the new. And at the moment, the old is a really powerful being, and new is just a tiny little um, soldier versus this vast dragon. And those soldiers can defeat dragons. More often than not, the dragon defeats the soldier. Not because the idea is better or stronger, but because of the power and the stability it has accumulated over the vast majority of time. And that even people that in certain fields seem that they've made it, when you go outside the field, you find out that their great achievement in that field is doesn't ripple the ripples from the pond hasn't reached that far out, and that when it does reach that far out, it then is saturated. Like a lot of people will say genius Einstein, but the people who know Einstein's name don't know Einstein's work. And it's the struggle between being known for your work, or your work being known. And sometimes it seems you may have to make a choice, that do you want your work to be known whole to not work, so that you feed upon yourself and your creativity, that you try to block it from coming out, eclipsing your own sun? Or do you just let it shine, like just give your works out for free and maybe never be known, like the anonymous writers from the previous day?